AV SuperFriends on Topic is an independent production wholly owned and operated by AV SuperFriends, LLC. For the highest quality recording of all of our shows, visit avsuperfriends.com. This is AV SuperFriends on Topic, a 30-minute monthly roundtable focused on a single topic. This discussion will be opinionated, to the point, and saturated with our well-known blend of painfully won expertise and deeply ingrained immaturity. For February 2026, it's the best sounding and most repetitious podcast in higher ed. This is the AV SuperFriends on Topic, episode number 67. No one do it. No one?
Nope. Not even going to acknowledge that. Just move on.
Okay.
No.
Damn it, Larry. Broadcasting live across 4 time zones, and honestly, this show starts to feel a bit like Groundhog's Day because we're just talking about the same classrooms, the same tickets, the same, well, it worked yesterday conversations, week after week, month after month, year after year. It's Groundhog Day. It's February. Our semesters are in full swing, and somehow it's still a $7 HDMI cable that's our problem. So buckle up, because we've done this one before, and we'll probably do it again. I'm Chris Decker. You're tuned in for another Friday afternoon podcast adventure, and let's say hello to today's panel of AV SuperFriends with this. Our first panelist is focused on ensuring today looks exactly like yesterday, but documented differently. He's a director of operational continuity and readiness from Kansas City. Say hello to Mr. Jamie Reinhardt.
Sure.
Good input.
Just like the last one.
Good input. It's just like yesterday.
Our next panelist runs the same meetings every semester, but insists that the outcomes are new. He's a manager of cyclical planning and strategic alignment from Corvallis, Oregon. Say hello to Mr. Mark Kolowazinski.
It's all about the blast from the past. What's old is new again.
Our next panelist remembers why this didn't work last time, but he's overruled anyway. He's an associate director of process refinement and institutional memory from Greensboro, North Carolina. Say hello to Mr. Larry Darling.
It'll work this time. I'm sure of it.
You're going to get overruled on that.
We power cycle.
Yeah,
It's
right.
fine.
And finally, our last panelist can tell you exactly how this is all going to end, but he still has to sit through it. He's a vice president for predictive outcomes and repeated behaviors from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Say hello to Mr. Justin Rexing.
Hold on. Looking at my crystal ball over here. You guys can't see it, but it's shining.
You can't see
It's
that.
bright.
You can't see that.
That's where that light's coming from. It says,
Don't point to the light.
That's the sun.
that our lives are going to be ruined by consultants this year.
Any more than last year?
A little bit more.
Jeez.
More so this year.
Okay.
That's the theme of the show.
Yeah.
So on today's show, we're going to discuss our favorite things that come back year after year. Could be your favorite services, maybe some favorite products, some favorite requests, favorite projects. As Justin was describing, our favorite project processes. But first, let's do a little housekeeping.
Let's do it.
First off, and if this sounds familiar, that's kind of the point. If you're listening to this as a recorded episode, we stream live every Friday at about 3:15 Eastern, 12:15 Pacific, or whenever, in this case, Justin finishes his 27th reboot.
That was 5 firmware updates. Like, what the hell?
Justin ignored all the firmware updates on his computer until today. So,
it was a thing.
you can join us live on Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and on certain cosmic alignments. I'll remember to set it up so we can take live phone calls, which I forgot again today. So, if you can't make it to the live show on a given week, no worries, because we're probably going to be doing it again the next week. In the meantime, you can follow us on all the socials. Just go search for AV SuperFriends. There is another group out there with the same name. They're terrible, so use our name instead.
Oh, really?
Finally, no, I'm just making that up.
Who is it?
I don't know. Finally, please go out and share the show with your friends, your coworkers, enemies, strangers trapped in an elevator, or anyone who's ever rebooted a rack without asking you, and hope for the best. If you want to support the show, there's a donation link waiting for you, probably in the same place it is all the time, which is to say, on the website.
Go get it.
Thank you for your support. We couldn't do this without you. And now, oops, I have a thing here that still says we're doing the news. There's no news.
There's no news.
We're going to jump right into it.
It's Groundhog's Day.
It is Groundhog Day. Let me get all that stuff queued up.
What kind of news could even happen on such a...
That's right, woodchuck chuckers. It's Groundhog Day.
Well, we'll take our stream down off YouTube.
So our, not for that. They will for this, though.
Yeah.
Theme of today's show is it's February. This is our February show. We're recording this in January, but you're listening to this in February. And that means right around now is Groundhog Day or Groundhog's Day.
Allegedly.
Or
We're going to get into this.
Apostrophe Day.
Yes, there was a
Plural.
lot of conversation around. Do the groundhogs
It's plural
own this
possessive.
day? And I guess they don't.
Well, I mean, Do they? I don't know.
I don't make these rules.
I'm pretty sure they patented it.
Yeah.
They patented it like George S.
Yes.
That too.
Let me ask
Them
you.
sneaky little
AI doesn't
bastards.
know. Al gave a really terrible answer around this last week. when
Yeah,
researched
we
this.
disagreed with what
No,
they said.
I like the snippy answer. So let's see if I can get that snippy answer here. So the question is it Groundhog Day or Groundhog's Day? And the answer from our snippy AI says, while Groundhog's Day, apostrophe S, for you Victor Borgia fans out there, I think it was a sound.
No.
Might seem grammatically correct because it's possessive, and Groundhog's Day, plural, might imply multiple groundhogs. Both are considered incorrect in the context of the established holiday name. The name has stuck as Groundhog Day due to the tradition, and Jamie, you said it, due to the branding from our friends in Punxsutawney, even though it does technically defy standard grammar rules.
They're not changing their logo because it's not correct.
Yeah, we've already printed too many
I
shirts.
don't think that this
Case of these
started in
things.
Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I think they took
probably
advantage
folks
of
there
a
that would
old
love to.
wives' tale.
Yeah.
And
It's a blast if you ever get a chance to go
monetized it.
there. I mean, it's that whole thing. Anyway,
Really?
I'm bored.
so this is all
Let's
about
move
the
on.
stuff we regularly do. I'm sensing.
The
This is
stuff
our planning
we do,
meeting.
the stuff we
Yeah,
see,
okay.
the requests we get, the projects we're doing, the stuff that comes round and round and round. By the way, before we get started, anyone going to ISE this year? You guys going to ISE?
Well, that happens about now every year, huh? Crickets.
And we always get asked if we're going.
Yeah, a lot of people assume we are going to go, but I don't think. Have any of you ever gone to ISE?
Not once.
No.
I don't believe
nor
that.
have I.
No.
And surprising as it may be, I will not be going this year.
I guess every year about this time, I go, man, I could use a trip to Europe.
On somebody else's dime.
Yeah. But it never happens. So we're just on repeat.
We'll be looking out for whatever breaking news comes out of that conference over the next whenever that is. That'd be nice.
As you're
heard
listening to this,
anything.
it's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's coming up pretty,
It
pretty
starts
soon.
tomorrow?
Yeah, it's either going on right now or it's
Yes.
happening tomorrow. So
Or it already happened, depending. If you're
This is
behind,
future
then it
this
already
is
happened.
future tomorrow, Justin.
Oh, it
not-
already
not
happened.
Tomorrow. This is
Not
In the
tomorrow,
future,
tomorrow.
this has already happened.
Shit, I'm confused. So is it in February or January?
February.
Okay,
It's right now.
that helps.
when will now be the... all right, anyway, okay. So,
Yeah.
well... Who wants to kick us off?
What are
What
we-
are
what are
we
we
going?
doing?
Who wants to jump
What
in
things
here?
are coming
What's
back?
coming thing? What are you guys working on? What's coming
I've got a
back?
whole
Go.
list of
I
stuff,
know you
so
do.
I don't know. I'm going to
Throw
say
one out there, Chris. Get us started.
Just give us
You
one.
throw one?
Yeah,
Okay.
Just one. Only one.
We hear this every year. Not quite about this time, but in general, every year we hear the. We've got money we have to spend by June 30th. So what
You're
can we
hearing
do
it
with
this
that?
soon?
No,
Because I don't hear that until like May.
June 29th. Yes.
June 1st. We have some extra
It's right
cash.
around that. Yeah, it's right around that Juneteenth holiday. is
How
when
much
I start
extra
hearing
cash?
that.
I don't think anybody around here has extra cash. I think I'll go as
No.
far as that at this point. I mean, there's folks that have got their financial
Every department in college out there is going to end up with $30,000 in the end of
Maybe.
in June, and they're going to try to figure out what to do with it, and they're going to ask you, "Can you help?" Because they need to spend it, and they've got 8 days.
Well, the
can
beauty of
encumber
that
your
is
money.
that we are already pretty much scheduled all the way through summer at this point, which
Right,
we do
yeah.
now every year, so that it does fit the theme. That we are booking out through summer at this moment in time, as we do around this time every single year.
In fact, that's the meeting I have right after this call, is to sit down and schedule everything through August, because we've already got all those requests in. We just have to lay them out
course.
week by week by week.
As you
So,
should.
which means we're pushing stuff into September or October at this point.
Do you think there's folks that generally do not know what projects are tackling in June, July, August at
They
this
haven't
point?
Yes.
been told what their
Yes.
integrator's doing yet.
Oh, okay.
There's,
I-
there's that too, Justin.
I can see that. Yes.
I haven't called my integrator to ask what
If they're
he's doing
available.
for us this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
So you got to. That takes time.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. So
Okay, well, you didn't like my suggestion of the end of year projects, which come up every year. So, what do you guys have that come back every year like clockwork?
in February, like clockwork.
Doesn't have to be in February.
Well, no,
that
but
wasn't part of the
this
rules.
happens intentionally just
Throughout the
after the
year?
New Year's through the first quarter, and it's standards review time for our construction standards. You know, we get a big group of folks. We have to review all Division 27, all that stuff. And so every year I look at that, I'm like, oh. And I always want to bite off way more than I can actually chew in that, because I want to, like, oh, this is the year I'm going to get all the different room types in there, and it's going to be so clean. And I get like 2/3 maybe through like conceptually what I'm going to put in there, and I'm like, I run out of legal language to provide that I just cannot do it anymore. And then it's like, all right, well, the infrastructure is accounted for maybe next year. And so I always set out to, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be, I'm going to spend a lot of time in diving into this. And we put a bunch into it, but I never feel like it's complete. And I think that's maybe the iterative nature of it. It is never complete because it's always changing.
That's the point.
Yeah. And it's that, I don't know. So I'm balancing that always. This time of year, it's like, how much do we want to put in here that we're going to end up having to change next year? So it's like the more I invest now, do I have to de-invest later? I don't know. And so we focus on just infrastructure. And I think that's probably just the right approach to have. Do you all not have a regular cadence of infrastructure review?
Yeah, the regular cadence for infrastructure review is as the building is being constructed, and they're explaining why they didn't put in 1 1/4 but shifted everything to 3/4.
Oh. Yeah, we have like a whole primer document that goes along with that whole thing.
Yeah, there's all sorts of fun stuff here.
Our review, Mark, is kind of in that nature where we're going to rehash it every time we do a new building.
So it's like live. You guys are doing this. We're updating the standards in real time when they're out there.
Those guys are digging a ditch now. What do you need?
Like, what do we want to change this go around? What failed last time?
So you're talking like your blueprints are just back of napkin ideas at best. You show up and it's like,
better than that.
I think I put a wall there. That'll work. That'll work.
Like, yeah, we really screwed that up last time, so let's not
do that again.
Let's not do that again.
Well, you're learning. At least you're learning.
Yeah, we are.
That's the key, right?
Always learning, always changing.
So
always.
But I do. It sounds like it's a chore, but I do actually like it because it is one of those times where I get to work with some of the core group and some of the construction groups on some documents that I feel do contribute to the larger good and sanity for us if it actually delivered the correct way. But as projects unfold, I always find like, oh, yeah, you found the misprint that I didn't check that thing or whatever it is. And it's like, and that's what makes it so nerve-wracking where you're like, oh, this feels like legal work.
You put something in writing, it becomes real.
How are your documents not, like, we don't do this annually. Like, it's pretty well spelled out, and it only really changes when something significant changes. I don't understand why you're having to review.
Wrote yours versus Mark. Like, if you wrote it super generic, you don't have to change it.
Yeah, you could keep it super high level, but there's oftentimes you end up having those conversations with outside agency, you insert consultant / architect, whatever it is, and you can just field all the questions in real time, or you can try to put as much boilerplate in here as you possibly can. Like, these room types typically look like this, and they contain these types of, risers, and this is our standard, our cable, our conduit sizing, our box types. It's all of that stuff that you typically would use. Yeah. But the balance is if you're overly prescriptive around it, they end up like forcing it into something that it shouldn't be, right? And then
that's why it's nice to do it.
It's a delicate balance, right? So you want to have like a general approach to these things, but not necessarily it has to be exactly this in every spot.
I really like the approach of per building, the way we do it.
Larry?
Because we're building so many buildings so fast.
Yes, I mean, that's kind of like you should always have the right thing for the right space, right? Right tool, right configuration.
So we review all the Division 27 specs for that building each time. We, review the scopes of work that we put out, the drawing sets, all that stuff.
We do the same thing, but they want to have as much as they can of the things we do all the time. If we're doing it over and over again in the construction process, try to document it, get it into that package. And maybe it's not in the Division 27, but maybe it's in the supplemental document that they get that provides context to what the Division 27 is used. They have it.
They read.
I get questions about it, like, "Hey, we read this on your site about this and this and this, and what would you guys use in this?" So I know it is being used, and so, but this is that time of year where I dive into it. So if you guys hate it, that's fine. I'll take my ideas elsewhere. I don't care.
They'll copy.
Yeah, I just am like, I don't have the urge to. Most of the
this is not an urge, buddy. This is a do. This I get it from the construction office. Hey, it's that time of year again. Review Division 27, and the adjustments need to be. And there shouldn't be, but I'm like, there's always room for improvement. Let's just leave it at that.
I mean, right. I'm centering displays at 80 inches off the floor. I just don't know.
Well, that's the point. Are you putting manufacturers in there?
Now I'm going to have to review my document.
See? Are you putting
60 inches on center
measurements? Like it really depends on how you formulate that document, because if you create so many generic items in there, you don't have to update it.
No, yeah, and we're trying to get all of our infrastructure to align as best as possible with our core group. So, but we haven't, not every cable type and all that stuff spelled out to the same certification level they have, but we're moving in that direction. And so it's just an opportunity to, is there further refinement to be had? That's all.
Well, here we are on day 4 of this discussion. Who else has something that's more interesting?
Sorry.
I don't know if it's interesting, but I got something.
I didn't bring up the other things.
All right, let's hear
Did
yours.
I go?
Yeah.
You want to hear mine?
Yeah, go with
So
it.
do you all know
I do.
anyone that, or you may do it yourself, and there's nothing wrong with this, where you go on Amazon
Nope.
and you start adding things that you might want and shop around. You leave it in your shopping cart and then leave, and you might come back in a week and add more things, and maybe you place an order.
Children do.
Yes.
So
The new wish
They
list.
leave it in
some,
dad's
I've
shopping
seen some
cart.
people do
It's like
that.
a Sears wish list.
They
Kind of.
They make the
Like
shopping
they
cart their
may-
wish list, hoping I'll just hit purchase one day.
You do know
and
that there's a
show up.
list feature in Amazon. You
was
can
gonna say
do
that
that.
with
Yeah.
You know you're
groceries.
using the shopping
We
cart
do.
wrong, right?
We do that with groceries online. Like as you notice you need something, and I
You
got
realize
my
when you
iPad
do
right
that,
there,
there's some dude like at the store running around with that basket full of
Constantly
stuff.
just running.
He's just in a holding pattern.
No, we don't.
Check out, damn
Like,
it!
oh, that's right. We need eggs. And you type
Put
that in
the
real
eggs
quick, add it
in,
to the
put the
basket.
eggs out. Put
Yeah.
the eggs
You
had a-
need
you
a
had a
smart
smart
refrigerator.
fridge.
Yes, that's what you need, sir. Yep.
No,
I'm glad we
just
got
be
there, Jamie.
smart about it.
You
and
are out of eggs.
Okay. I think
Anyways.
yes, let's go on.
So you know the concept of that, where you just may never even check
Familiar
out.
with it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's
No,
my.
but okay.
That's what's going to happen this year to me over and.
Oh, you're just
over
going to
and
provide
over
a bunch
again,
of
where I'm the
carts for
shopping
people?
cart.
Yeah.
I'm the shopping cart, and let's say
Are you?
you know
Should you
somebody's
be?
shopping for a new system.
It's a different
Like,
discussion.
hey, I just want to know what this might look like. Just I'm kind of curious at what the price might be.
Kicking the tires.
Okay,
I'm kicking the
hold on.
tires on this idea.
Can't you just give them like
There you
a
go.
wag? I mean, why do you have to
Well, yeah,
design it?
You could.
Say, do you have
then-
20
but then,
grand?
like-
No? Okay.
Like
then,
when you give them an estimate, which we
ROM.
do. And they're like, I'm going to need some more details. Well,
The
like, can you
details
come
is
up with
20
a different
grand.
version of what you just did that it might do this other thing and maybe $5,000 cheaper? I just got that version. Can you do another one? And this version, I want it to be purple.
What if I got a windfall and I was hit by a lottery ticket? What would that mean to you, Justin? What if I wanted to rethink everything? I want
Could
something
you rethink?
that nobody has
Because
here.
we might have somebody that may be
A donor.
possibly
They might be
graduating soon
interested
that
in it.
might have some money.
But
that
then I
If they're
might
graduating soon, there ain't
design
no
it.
way they got any money. I'll tell you that.
No, it's okay because they were rich. But so could you just whip up these numbers real quick and write a scope of work, and I just want to review it. And you check in with it. Yeah, did you like? I'm sitting here looking at it. Were you gonna?
But they didn't
do
say,
anything?
I'll take the line item
I'm
4
just- I
and
just
6. I
like-
don't want anything 1 through 5 because I don't want to pay for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my analogy
Can I
on
bring my
chat
own
the other day,
VCR?
because I was trying to describe this to you all, is like if I'm the chef and somebody comes in and they're asking for pancakes.
Yeah.
And it's like, I want to know
This was the pancake
5
conversation.
types of pancakes you can make me.
I zoned out on this one.
The waiter or waitress comes back and like describes it to me, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll make up some things, and then here you go. Here's some types, and you bring it out to them. We're like, no, I'm just gonna have my coffee and leave. I really didn't want pancakes anyway.
This happens every
Like,
year for you?
yeah.
This is the thing?
Not every year, every day.
Oh, it's been
every-
consistently this way every day you've woken up.
Day.
You have gone past the annual to the
Every-
movie.
So
You are
all
in
the
it.
projects that we put together, whether it's an estimate that's quick or a design because they're indecisive or whatever amount of time, it's about 30% return rate on a yes.
Wow. That's
And
surprising.
so we are now talking about redeveloping our policies to
Sandy?
say, if you ask for a project design, this you must put in a budget number. So at least like an expected budget number, so our PMs can go, you're not going to get a classroom for $3,000.
Are these all,
And
is
then they
everything
can
is this
call
because everything's a
them.
one-off for you guys?
Yes, everything's a one-off.
So
right?
standards
We
would
use
mean
everybody's
nothing.
funds.
Yeah. Okay.
Standards mean nothing. Everybody shops. Everybody wants to see how much everything costs.
Victoriously
I don't know
going
how
to
much
solve this
costs.
problem with Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they try to do that, but that's kind of been shut down through our purchasing process. So that's what they do is they use IT to shop.
So I have this curiosity, but I don't know if you have time to answer this. I'm afraid to ask the question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Are these all projects?
Yes or no.
Not
They-
yet.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Sorry,
Mark?
you can ignore
Yeah,
it.
why
If
are you
the
doing
answer is
projects?
yes or no.
Mark,
New policy, they're not yet
Okay,
projects
that's all we need to
until
know.
we get
We'll
approval.
unpack that at a different show.
It's a pre-project. This just happened today. We're developing new processes.
Well, good thing it's Groundhog Day.
Yeah, like updating your computer.
Everybody
before
recognizes the problem in IT. They're like, how can we fix this? Because we don't control the money, right?
Well, good.
Anyways.
Well, good luck.
I get a lot of practice and design for doing.
No, you get a lot of practice and cost estimates.
Yeah.
Ooh, that
Who's
too.
next?
Okay.
Well, I had one, and then my Stream Deck died again, and so now that
It's
feels like
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day. That my Stream Deck.
So yours is your Stream Deck.
Yes. Well, I have another one, but just wanted to vent at Stream
Just
Deck
keep
a little
breaking
bit.
them out of
The
boxes, put
stupid
them out there.
thing.
Maybe this is the time.
Yeah, like. But
Do you
anyway,
have those like carriages that you get at the cafeteria where they put all the trays in? You just push down, another one pops up. And you just put that one
seriously,
in.
like they're like
Would you
Kleenexes.
say that this is an AVSF acknowledged product?
Oh, I acknowledged it a lot when I was off camera, like yelling at the stupid thing.
I acknowledge it 3 or 4 times a day.
Color is that? What is the
Super
acknowledged
Day.
printed in? Is it red, yellow, or green?
Oh yeah, I forget which
hard
one's
red.
good and
Red
which
might
one's
be purple.
bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Purples.
Hard red.
So anyway, what was it?
So anyway, I broke the rules a little bit because this hasn't happened every year since COVID. Post-COVID, active learning kind of died down because nobody really wanted to build active learning spaces. But before that, every year around this time, like we would get requests in for a new active learning space. And so I'm starting to get more active learning spaces requests.
Is that how it's like
And-
phrased when it comes in? Like, I want to do an active learning room, or is it like you have to tease it out? That it is that?
Sometimes I have to tease it out, and it's not always here. Like because I like active learning, like I'll look over designs from other places too, and that kind of thing.
Don't do that.
And
I'll send you all mine. They're free.
Huge
I
fan of
like
passive learning.
I'm just saying, like I
Osmosis.
like the spaces, but I'm still noticing when consultants design them, they still have zero understanding of what an active learning space should do and how it should.
It's
work.
just displays, Larry. Are
You
what are
need to
talking
take like
about?
4 steps
Yeah.
back. How did you get from you get a request about an active learning room to somehow there's a consultant involved?
Well, sometimes I'll have other universities give me like their designs from consultants and say, "Hey, I got this. Does it look
Does this
right?"
charge a consultant fee?
So you're,
I do not know.
You're watching
I
the
just like
watchers,
looking
sir.
at them because it makes me angry, and then I can move on.
So my question, Larry, is for the request you get on campus, how many people want a true active learning space, that is to say where they have the curriculum to back it up, and how many just want a room with too many TVs? 'Cause I
Most
like
of them
that
are too
phrasing.
many TVs. And like I've seen some bad ones lately where they put too many TVs on carts. So apparently there's a team of gaffers that come in between classes to
Yes.
get all the cables
Transformers.
safely. Yeah.
Most folks that but I think when you go into that, I want to have an active learning room, and you're going to get into the whole pedagogical use. Like, I think when folks that do these projects hear that, they see like groups of students, automatically they just, we want to go to like full court press. This is active learning. We're going to re-engineer this whole thing versus like, yeah, I want to teach my class like I normally do, but every once in a while I would like the students to be able to form a small group and do some stuff together. Does that
Great.
imply an active learning room? Yes or no?
It should.
Elements
but
of,
you
not
can
necessarily
do that not in a
overinvest.
tech-enhanced active learning room, and I think that's where you start.
That's called everyone put your chairs in
Yes.
a circle.
But leave them
long
there.
as
That
there's
way,
enough
who
square
comes in
footage
next
for
is
students.
pissed,
Yeah.
and they have to move all the spin the first 10 minutes, moving all the chairs back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm finally seeing those requests come back up again this year.
Is that
Are
good
they-
or
are
bad?
they-
I'm not even sure.
Hybrid enabled
I think it's
active
great. I
learning
think
rooms?
when it's properly supported, that would be awesome.
It's just in our
no, I
stream
don't do hybrid active learning. That's not good.
I didn't say hybrid. I said hybrid enabled.
Yeah, they
Hybrid
still do
capable.
the same stuff.
It's
'cause-
still not good.
Yeah,
Larry.
I know.
This is what it is.
How many TVs in the most recent one you did? 12? 15? 208?
It's a football field.
That's a good number.
Oh, he's looking it up.
Anyway, okay.
He's looking up. 6. No, wait. All right. Actually, I ran into that problem. So I was rebuilding an active learning room this summer, and I forgot how many student pods were in there and ordered the wrong amount of gear.
Oh, nice.
That was
Were
fun.
you under or over?
I was over.
Oh, that's fine then. Just
Yeah,
hide them
except when we-
somewhere else.
Except when I was convinced that means we had an extra thing that we actually ended up using somewhere else, and that was like a 20-minute exercise in
He's
finger
tearing
counting.
somebody down. What do you mean? I have 27 here that should be in that room, and there's 15 still here.
We over received
Come
it.
with me.
No, I was off by 1, but that is enough for about a 20-minute finger counting exercise of Where are we missing stuff? What happened? Where's it? Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Where's the
Fired off
chairs?
an email to HR. I mean, it was a process.
Just went south.
I went right to the president.
Okay.
Start at the top.
What else?
Let's go into his office.
Any other clever pieces here?
So
Jamie, what you got?
when I was thinking about this, I was thinking a bigger cycle. And
Like
Than a
a
year?
super cycle?
yes, like a super cycle.
Okay.
What?
And I feel like there's going to be renewed interest in like the in cloud or on prem again.
Oh,
Which
I've
one?
heard
Wait,
that.
you
Yeah.
Because-
on prem?
because of all the recent
Because
outages?
yeah, there used to be. Well, it's all kinds of things. It's the AI, it's research, it's
we want to be in control.
network islands. It's and even that's even outside of just us. But this kind of came into my head as I was working through some of the. I'm investigating some of these manufacturers, cloud-based, whatchamajiggy, I'll track your life cycle kind of
I'll track your life.
services.
You
and-
won't.
And, right, and I set up a little test bed, and then it's like, oh no, every one of these devices needs to have internet access.
Yes.
Like, does it? I mean, it can have
Depends.
network. It can have network, but does it need to have? So, and then
Is
which
it IoT?
It needs to be outside the firewall.
Yeah. Just
Right?
wide
And-
open.
Holy moly, yeah.
and you
What do
start
you think
looking at
cloud meant, Jamie?
even some of the questions around like AI is like, okay, so I'm gonna load this to this language model, but does everybody get access? Is it just me that get access? I just feel like that this is a conversation in my little world that's coming up again. Is on-prem the way to go? Network islands, or is in the cloud the way to go? Is it some kind of hybrid and bastardized version of this on-prem cloud service? I don't know. I just feel like this is a cycle because we went through this not so long ago where everybody needed to move their email on-prem and then it went all to the cloud and now it's I don't know, just something I've noticed here.
We're hosting all of our emails now just in ChatGPT.
Right. And is that the way to do it?
Maybe.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems to be something that's kind of returned here.
So you're saying that where you are, people are wanting to put things not in the clouds.
Certain things. Like,
Certain
where is it
things.
better? Was it better to be served on, and does everything need cloud service? Or just
Or an
parts of
aggregator.
that? So how much is it? Yes, an aggregator.
Yeah, a
How much
collector,
of it's
yeah.
on-prem so that it didn't like, do we need 10,000 MyAmp units with internet access or do we need one? Do we need 10,000 QSys units? Or I'm picking
Hey, you're right.
products, but
I'm following you.
Do you mean like what about the hot desking buttons?
well,
Should
those
those be
always have to be in the cloud because you got to be able to put out some of that heat that those hot deskings come up
reserved
with.
it in the cloud?
Weird. No, that's a great conversation, though, Jamie, because I think that when you start looking at all these new cloud-enabled services and all that stuff, that you have to have a pretty good strategy of how you want to account for that, and what does that mean for your Internet of Things, and where does it sit? And if you go down those road and those conversations, you'll see that you'll get different capabilities based on direct internet connectivity versus the edge. Right. And so, and you'll get a different outcome and your data may look different because of that decision of how you want to architect that. So it'd be
The edge of the
very,
internet?
very intentional about how you want to move forward with it.
Yeah, and
Like
we
the
have
flat
seen
internet theory?
we have
Yes.
seen some of these things where cloud service interruptions have negatively impacted business.
Cloud's never gone down.
Oh, no.
It's never.
If you're
It's
going to
never
play in a
been.
cloud, bring an
It's
umbrella.
never been.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Just a conversation that's.
Well, no, I mean,
and
you're not wrong. 'Cause
it's minor, but it just seems to be that
It's a
big
cyclical
cycle
thing, yeah.
of.
Well,
of-
we're seeing it in a slightly different group in IT, but from the research side, people want on-prem, like no fooling,
that's a
on-prem in
huge
our
security
data
thing,
center.
yeah.
Yes. So yes, there is a movement like, hey, everything's in the cloud. I can get to them anywhere. Like, no, this is locked down, and I have to be in a specific. I have to be plugged into the right port to even get to that thing.
And those are the
So-
kind of conversations I'm talking about. It's not. It's bigger than that. Exactly. But there's now more conversations about this. A few years ago, it was like, just go put it on OneDrive.
Sure.
Well, also to your point about the the manufacturers of, say, hardware devices are like, yeah, just connect it to our cloud service. I'm like, well, it don't do that, so this can't work. And then you find out that certain features, certain settings or whatever
$50 a month
aren't
per thing.
available if it can't talk to the cloud. Like, well, great, then I'm using this thing in limp mode and we'll see how well it does. But we saw a manufacturer yesterday announce a device that has a whole bunch of extra network ports on it because they clearly are hearing from their customers that they need to hide their stuff on secret networks.
Come on.
So it's one of these things where it's like,
What are we doing?
The same manufacturers who demand that all your stuff get to the cloud are also saying, no, and you can hide this here so the IT team doesn't even know you did that.
There's just some elaborate nat pat. You could go in here and just shh.
That's
I have this whole
why
glass you're getting over.
monitoring stuff is just it's really hard to take off.
Yeah.
Manufacturers are limiting
Secret cloud.
Well, I'm seeing it, even like Apple's announcement this week that there's some of their creative software is going to be bundled into a subscription package. Well, you can still buy the on local version, but you don't get some of the services. But if you buy the service, it has to check in for you to get the services. Like, hold on a minute. So I can't use the product that I'm paying for if I'm not online. Correct. But if I buy the product so I can use it offline, I can't get everything. Correct.
Right.
It sounds like a win-win.
Yeah. From a business standpoint, this is perfect.
So,
This is what I want.
again, that on-prem and in the cloud, and you can be pro or plus either way, but the discussions are coming up. That's the cycle I'm talking about. That discussion is coming back around again.
This sounds like
May
you're
not happen
going to
every
be
year.
getting a healthy dose of digital transformation, sir. Everything you said is we're going to have an in-depth conversation around digital
freedom. Here it comes.
transformation.
Yeah,
It's coming.
sure.
Sounds fun.
We've transformed.
You got another quick one you can throw in on, Chris, before we get out of here? You said you had this laundry list of
I've got a laundry list. I'm looking through the stuff here. I don't know what you guys want to
something
talk
just
about.
provocative. Throw it out there. What do you got?
Oh, something provocative, huh?
Without
Okay.
pants.
Here, all right. Security, maintenance, things like that. Every year,
Whoa, whoa,
there's
whoa.
updates.
Get the out of
Updates
here with that.
never break anything. Also, things seem to break without updates.
That's not true.
So
I just
when are we doing all these? Yeah, we've been chasing this around for 2 weeks now on campus with, oh, no, we're done. We already rolled that. Oh, except here and here.
Here's a patch.
And here and here and here and here and here and here and here. And these first 14 are all broken again. So it's like
Talking about
we do
change
this
management? What are we talking
every
about here?
or the lack
Yes.
of. I selected them all in the console and there's a security patch.
let it rip.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of
Be
that.
fine.
So,
Documentation said it's going to fix all of our problems.
well,
Deploy.
then you have the. Well,
If
I do
we
have one
have
more thing
problems, we'll
referencing
worry
exactly
about
that
them.
is the
Problems then.
the plan that things will always be better next year, including things like documentation and
Let's
our
look-
processes.
Take a minute. Is this year better than last year? Let's take.
This year is not better than last year. so
The
far.
things we're having problems with now, we'll fix those next year.
Once we learn what these problems are, yes, we'll be able to fix them. It's going to take us 1 year to
except
be
there's an-
retooled to learn how to deal with this.
This
Have
is
you
an
fixed all
update.
your problems from last year? Because I haven't.
You're still writing
if
those
it happened
epics.
last year. You can just ignore
I'm
it
still
because you have new
documenting
problems this
last year.
Yeah.
See,
Fair enough. All right. Well,
You guys don't declare
bankruptcy.
support ticket bankruptcy.
Yeah. It's been there
Well,
January 1st.
This is a topic. I need
Select
to know
all.
more about this.
I do
Close.
this with email. if I see emails with red flags on them, that's from like 2023. I'm like, yeah, they're not going to bother me again. Delete
23.
Wait, who flagged it? You or somebody else?
me. I flagged it.
All right, this is
You know,
a
you clean
challenge.
out your
What is the
email.
oldest one you got right now?
Email?
The oldest one.
Tons of emails.
Unread?
I'm not
With
even
the
gonna go in
flag.
there.
With a flag.
Flag any of that stuff. I don't flag.
Oh, with
I
a
don't know how to-
flag.
I'm going to go
February
sort
9th,
for that.
2022.
I just cleaned mine up. Mine's
No.
January 23rd, 2025. And it's not a real one because it's something I clicked that's from that Domat's team. So
I'm sure I have lots and lots of
Right
emails that
now.
are in my inbox that I haven't read them. I'm just going to let them sit there.
what is this one?
That's what the archive is for. You
I
throw them all
tell you, I
in
just throw
there.
them in the archive.
This
and
one's
then move on.
from
But I'm in the
This
cloud,
is
so I have to
for-
wait for the archive to load.
CX Detect.
If it was on-prem, it would already be done.
It would already be there.
Yeah.
My emails, I print out my emails and put them in a box right over there.
Collated.
I'm good.
Go back.
They're
If there's
organized
multiple
alphabetically by
recipients,
height.
I print out copies for each one so I can file folder them under each recipient.
That's right. Because I need to find that thread and I'll staple them together with the other emails that are replies to them. So
Then you get the updates.
It's a very
Puts
complex
them all
system,
together. And you're like,
but-
shit, now it's out of sequence. I got to redo this whole thing.
I've got 3 interns who do it. I need to hire a 4th because they're not able to keep up.
And then that one a-hole who only replied to one person, not replied to all, so you got to go squeeze it in.
Yeah.
We're just out of
Or you wait for the
context.
thread and then you find the one in the middle and you reply to that
Oh,
one,
I love doing that.
leaving all the other stuff
I
off.
love that. That's like
I like
the best.
taking those long chains and then just starting a whole new subject. Just like find one that's 3 weeks old and be like, hey,
What do you guys think about
Tom,
this? What
do y'all think about
really thought about this.
hell?
I was reading the below chain and realized that we misspelled the word.
Let's start again. Okay. Well,
By the way, I did find my oldest flagged email. Now it's red. It's not unread, but my oldest flagged email, August 9th, 2021.
See,
Beat me.
I'm from just 1 year out.
I don't flag mine.
I
so.
did just.
I flag them all the time. I just don't go unflag them. I just leave them in there. That's what they're
Flag
for.
them.
And that's
exactly.
like
That's the problem.
This one was a product key that I used for some software in 2022 that I flagged because it was important.
important
Deleted
then.
that thing a long time ago.
Email is what
Yeah.
I can see on this screen. Once it rolls off of that,
Missed it. Missed
It's
your
gone.
opportunity.
Delete it. Never happened.
that's what we need, an email client that does that. Once it's off your screen, it just auto archives.
That's called a filter, Chris. And you can just hit apply to that filter and it just happens.
How does it know what's on my screen?
No, what do you mean?
You want an
It's-
inbox that
Yes.
scales proportionally to your screen size.
Oh, like based upon the pixels.
Now we're on
and
to
I have
something.
a small
pixels aren't
phone
viewable,
screen,
it just
so
archived
mine's
that
only
email.
like 3 emails long. I'll be losing all kinds of stuff.
It's look at it on the phone. It's great. So. All right. Well, it's Groundhog Day. So enjoy your repetitious experiences again, and
I'm
we'll
going
be
to go
back
build shopping carts for people.
in 2020. You have the weirdest process, Justin.
It's not my process.
The number. What can I afford? How much experience
All
can I
starts
get
with
for
everybody
this?
having their own
What if
money
you
and
just?
controlling
What
their
if
own
these are
money
those
and
groups who?
doing
It's not going to be real. If
whatever
you
they
just
want.
made up a number.
7.
There.
Like, we'll take it. Shit.
Thanks for putting up with yet another episode of AV SuperFriends On Topic. You can contact us with questions, topic ideas, or general complaints at avsuperfriends.com.
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.
The opinions expressed by the AV SuperFriends are solely those of the individuals and do not represent their respective institutions, organizations, companies, or clients.